Hi, Don here, the German printing nerd. Well, the film that you are about to see is for the Wanhao Duplicator 9 Mark I. Unfortunately, I was so excited. Forgot to do the correct intro, forgot to check the camera to make sure that everything that was being taken was or could be seen. Unfortunately, there are a few problems. I hope you will forgive me for this, but anyway, here comes the film from the time that the UPS truck was heard coming to me. Yes! Wow. This is hard to believe. Wanhao, Sheshe, thank you very much for sending me this. And this video is sponsored by Wanhao. Just to make sure that you all know, no money has changed any hands. This duplicator D9 Mark II was sent to me directly from Wanhao for review. So let's start off with the unboxing. This is a really big box. This goes on the right side. I'm just doing this all carefully. This is my first unboxing from a printer. The right power cord, 8 GB USB stick. Here are the screws and everything that you need to put the gantry together. USB cable. Here is this flat cable that you need to connect the printhead with the main body. Spool holder, metal. And this looks like injection molded. That's nice. Whoa, this is an interesting screwdriver. Nice. And of course, the filament roll. This is a cute little roll, but I don't think I'll be using this though for the test. And wait a minute, what is that? What is this? Okay. No idea. We'll see. And what is this here? This is the printhead. With the cover. With MK10. 40mm fan. 2 of them. With fan duct to cool the part. There's some white filament. Okay. Possible that the head has already been tested. Let's put this to the side. Oh. Wow. Wow, wow. Oh, man. Oh. That is a heavy printer. And let me just check something out here. Does it say on the side? Yeah. This is the 300 by 300 by 400. God, is this thing big. From the size of the box, you would think there was the 400 or the 500 inside. And if this is only the 300, then you can imagine how big that box is going to be when the 500, when you order the 500 by 500 by 500. That is going to be a Euro pallet size. Oh man. Oh. Yeah. Well, let me put this over to the table where it's going to be. Unfortunately, I will have to make camera changes and stuff. Oh, man.
Nachdem die Astronauten 3 Tage lang mit fast 8 Kilometern pro Sekunde unterwegs waren, ist die Erde nur noch eine Weile entfernt im Mond. Unter ihnen zeichnet sich der Mond ab. Kalt und grau.
Oh, but I must say, this is interesting. Okay, here's one part of the gantry, and here's part C. And okay, this was one thing that I saw in the Facebook group. They were talking about several times in the beginning, and the wheels are not V linear rails, the wheels here. They are not V. Wait a minute. I made some notes to see, to make some checks. T slot or V slot. And this looks like T slot. Unfortunately, And this does have a very interesting system. I just hope that the instructions on how to put this together is on the SD card, because if it is not on the SD card, then I'm going to have a problem. Ah, okay, this is interesting. This is probably the right side, and here is some sticky, double-sided sticky tape. Yeah, where the flat cable goes through, and this is flat cable goes through here too. Okay, this is really going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. This looks like the X Gantry with stop switch. Here's where the head will be mounted. For some reason, there is something like, I'm not sure if you could say it is a notch, but when I move the wheel, it hangs right here. It hangs right here. It hangs right there. And it hangs right there. I'm not sure what that is. I am not sure what that is. That is something that is really weird. But all of the parts, they look good. I will assemble this, and then we'll go from there. So I'm back. Right now, I am looking at the PDF that is on the SD card. And does look interesting. Information, step for step, and as it looks like, with all of the pictures that are on the PDF, it looks like that should be easy to do. And there is 34, 35. Okay, step 35. The printer is ready to use. So if I go back to the beginning, okay, step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are already done. That's the unboxing. And this is where the printer is going to be, right behind me here. There's enough room for it to move back. Enough room to move forwards. And before I forget to check this out, okay, this one only has 2 wheels on each side, no, 2 wheels on one side and 1 wheel on the other side. And 1 eccentric nut needs to be tightened up a little bit, as I can see here. Turning the single wheel on the right side is okay. The front eccentric, that is okay. The back eccentric does nothing. So that means the back eccentric nut has to be tightened up a little bit. And I'll be right back. I have to find some wrenches. Always good to have a wrench set when you're doing things like this. Let's see, this is 6mm. Let's see if that is strong enough. Five millimeter. Nope. Okay. Go to the smallest one I have. Now, what kind of bullshit is this? Try 7. No, that is not correct. That is 5. Oh man. Yeah, when you get older, you do need glasses. 7, 6, 8, 9, 6mm. Is too small. 7mm is a little bit too big. Yeah, that is too big. What kind of size are they using? If 6mm is too small and 7mm is too big, and there's no wrench included. Okay. Well, try it with a needle nose and see if this will help. No. That is too strong. Ah. I'll be right. If you don't have the right size wrench, what do you get? A adjustable. Yeah. Just see. I hope that it will fit inside. Oh. Of course, turning it the wrong way is not a good idea. Okay, that is fixed. Now the next. Printer's bottom part. Z-axis pillars 2. X-axis rail. Z-axis top gantry. Extruder ribbon cable. Yeah, all that is present. Use a screwdriver and hold the bolt on the bottom of the printer where the right Z-axis pillar assembles, and then slide the pillar into the slider nut. First assemble two Z-axis gantry. Yeah, they want you to do that first. Okay. These two. Number 4 is for the other side. This turns really nice and smooth, I must say. The wheels are turning too. Okay. Cable connection is on the inside. Okay. And there is also the cable. That means this does have to go here. There is a screw for the bottom. What I need is one T-nut. One T-nut and one screw. But it does not say which screw. I have two short ones, two long ones. I do think it's supposed to be a short one, because it looks like it is more than enough. Whereby in the photo there is a silver screw showed, and this one is black. Oh man. Number 10. Use a screw. Interesting. They sent you a 5mm screwdriver, hex key screwdriver, and it doesn't even fit. But handy dandy. Take a look here, and I have the right one. Thank you, Lisa. Okay. course, what is very strange, the screws are too small. Wait a minute. Okay, now I see what's going on. The big silver screws, and you have bigger T-nuts for them. Oh man. Okay, there's one T-nut, and this is the T-nut for this side. Here's the cable, and the switch. This is A and B. A, B, C, D. I think they went through the whole alphabet with all of the plugs. A, B, C, D. I see 5 and 6 here. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. Okay. That. First, tighten the bottom bolt under the pillar. Yeah. Okay. Wanhao is making a big joke. I do not know why. There's a thread in the pillar. There is a hole down there. And you are supposedly supposed to put a screw through the bottom and up into this rail. But there is no screw. Okay. And one thing I noticed, this is probably during the transport, the belt is loose, but both of these, which are supposed to hold the belt in place, are turned to the backside. That means I will have to loosen them up, probably. If I can find the right screw for it. Then I have 4. Okay, the 4 small screws are probably for strange. This gantry goes here. This gantry goes here. clip here. Yeah. That is way too loose. Let me fix that as long as I see it. Oops, too small. Yeah, they are loose. Oh man. Let me tighten this up. Okay. Another minor imperfection is the Y motor well, let's say here's the mount for this belt going straight to the mount of the plate and then a little bit to the left is where the belt comes onto the motor. That means this motor needs to be shoved about 1 or 2 millimeters to the right. And to do that, there are 2 screws, one on the top side and one on the bottom side. And also what I noticed, that is also loose. Oh man, a lot of work to do here. The screws are not tight at all. They are loose. Don't know if that is from shipping or what. Oh man. And the T-nuts are not turned. I'm just tightening them a little bit because this is going to be a bigger berth. So now oh man, this is, you can't, yeah. It would be interesting to know why the Y gantry is not mounted correctly. The Y gantry was only being holded on from the belt and here. This is the only place where it is tightened up. Yeah. The quality control from Wanhao should take a closer look before packaging that is okay. So I can tighten that up. Put that one. Tighten that one up a little bit more. What I'm doing right now is trying to align the Y carriage because the two rails going from the front to the back, they are not tightened up and they were loose. Oh man, this is hard to do. Loose, loose. Okay, that's the first one. Do you hear that knacking? Oh man, I'm just wondering what that is right now. Now, let's check something here. Okay. The belt is straight. Yeah, that's how far back that goes. Okay. Okay, that sounds a lot better now. Tighten this back up just to make sure. So that is a lot better now. Let me check out. Okay, Y carriage is mounted and running smooth. Now the next question is, where the hell are the screws that are supposed to go through here and up into these two pillars? That's something I would like to know. It's going to be interesting to see where these are supposed to go. Anyway, that is in. Yeah. Wanhao, for this M5 screwdriver, there are two silver, or maybe four, I'm not sure right now. There are the M5 screws, they are missing to mount the pillars correctly. I'm not sure if maybe there's something in the box. I will take a look in the box and see if something is laying around. And no, there is nothing laying in the box. Also, what I see here oh, do I have luck? Do I have luck? At least the two screws for here, they are here. But wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, sometimes okay, yeah, the screw is missing for the bottom. No, wait a minute. Here it is. It is in the rail. Oh man, what is that? What is that? Okay, that is there. That's an M5. This should be the M5. Yeah, okay. The screws that go into the pillar on the left and the right side, they are sitting in this rail back here. That means for me, I need to pull this out. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can use this one. Yeah. I'm going to have to do this a different way. Yeah. Turn it on its side. Oh man, that is tight. Okay. it the easy way. When the difficult way easier is. Yeah. So, I know this is going to take a few minutes. I'm sorry about that. But I must say, this is going to be interesting. Oh yeah. Wow. Oof. Yum. Man, oh man, oh man. This thing is heavy. Oh. That is heavy. Just screw on, that is screw on. Screws. Interesting, but nice to see. That these screws are here on top. Okay. Oh, Wanhao. Okay. Now I'm coming along. At first I thought you have to put them in and through the hole, but instead of doing that, just use that hole for the screw driver. Now, just check this out. Okay, that one is there. And check that out. I'm not too sure about that. If tightening that up is a good idea. But one thing is for sure, these stickers they should have put on the back side and not on the front side. But everything is coordinated to the right position. 4 to 4, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 1 to 1. So that means everything is correct there. But I am just wondering about this Gantry and a few other. This is 6. This is 5 and 6. 5 and 6. Where does 5 and 6 go? Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 10, a little bit, but not completely. That was my first thought. Not completely. Just slightly tighten them up. Yeah. That was my first thought. And the top is mounted. Mount the X-axis holder inside the pillar. Rotate the cylinder holder for a bit, not too close, tight enough. That cannot slide the pillar freely. Huh? Hello? What the hell? Uh-huh. Okay. Which screw? Not that one. This one? Okay, this will be the right screw. Now I know what this is for. Ha 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 ha. Very interesting. Okay, where did I put it? Where's that? Oh, there you are. Six. Number 6. There. And number 5 goes on the other side. The instructions say you are not to tighten that up too much. Let me take off. Yeah. And I am sorry, but there is no display porno. There's no, or maybe, doesn't look like there is any plastic cover on the display, but I'm not sure. Maybe there is, maybe not. Now, all I have to know is on which side does A go to. Nice. Now this is getting strange. That has to be bolted like that? No. Oh man, idiot. Okay. we do this correctly, then it looks correct. But I must say the pictures are not the best. Yeah, okay. Let's not go in there. And number one. So now the next thing is, I am supposed to mount this with 2 screws. I have 2 short ones and I have 2 that are a bit longer, and I have 2 T-nuts that are extra. M5 T-nut with an M5 bolt, and then I have 4 very small screws. The very small screws are probably for the printhead. Yep. So now, what I have to do here who knows? No? Okay. The short screws are not for there. The longer screws. Because only 1 or 2 turns of the screw and this pillar is supposed to be tight. That can't be true. So check something out here. Okay. Okay. Let me check to see. It's put this out here. Right position. Let's see. 19. And then this one. Also at 19. That looks a lot better. Oh man. Does it go up and down? Okay. That is fine. Let's just say I don't need all of these tabs hanging around. I do know what you are for. You are for B. You are C. So C can be plugged in. Here is D, D motor. Okay. Stop switch was not connected. So let's see if I can get that connected here. Position, there they are. So that switch is connected. Now, I think that will stay. One thing I don't understand is why. Okay. Oh, is that cool? Magnet. Wow. That is cool. Creality and TEVO. You both have to learn something. This is really cool. Build-tech surface on a magnet. There's another plate, metal plate for adhesion. Wow. That is cool. That is really cool. So let's just stop for a minute and think about what this printer has and what TEVO and what Creality does not have on board. Well, we already have automatic bed leveling on it, MK10. This does not look like that. This is a hardened nozzle. No, this is not a hardened nozzle. This is a normal copper nozzle. But that will be changed out. However, it does have an all-metal throat. There's no PFTV tube whatsoever. Cable management is very good, I must say. Yeah. That is really cool. Now we need that one. And we need these. And we have magnetic print surface. Okay, that is already on board. Wow, I must say, well done, Wanhao. Well done. That is really good. Yep. Just checking the screws with the holes to make sure that everything goes in well. Not that I have problems getting the screws in. That looks good. And on the other side. Heh. Okay. People. That it is a 7, that's okay. But the 7 on one side and the 7 on this side, so the 7 on the other side too? Yeah. Okay. Sticker. I love stickers, you know? Unfortunately, Master Gary, you forgot to put something in the package for me. The Wanhao t-shirt and a sticker. But, you know, I don't want to say that the advertisement for Wanhao alone, as you can see, if you're here in Germany looking for a good place to get filament, 1-3D. But, yeah. Let's try and get this on now. Number 7. Oh, man. My back. Okay, that is. That is a tight fit. Or do I have to loosen something up here? Do I have to loosen up both sides? Okay, a millimeter more room would be enough. Excellent. So now need to get these screws in, which is easier said than done. 2. So, okay, let me see if I can get this in now. Oh, man. That screw went in really well. Funny. Because on the other side, the screw is going in hard. I'm good that the table is here. And when this is all done, I'm going to take a break. Because before I can power up, I need to find a power adapter. Where I can connect 3 items into one plug. How does this work? Like this. Okay. Let me see. How that works. That is not good. That is not good. Let me try another screw. Well, if we want to count the screws that are falling onto the table, then this is number 4, which has fallen. But only 2 screws fell onto the floor, which is a good sign. And we'd like to know what is wrong here. So sorry that I am so quiet at this time. I am trying to concentrate on what I'm doing here. Right now I am mounting the printhead to the X carriage and tightening up all of the screws. Tightening up screws in the back that I also had to loosen so that I could mount the head. So they are tight. Okay. Makes nice music. Okay. That is supposed to be like that. And now for what does one need a USB cable? I have USB cables in drawers laying around with 5 meter, with 10, with 20 meter length. What should I do with a piece of USB cable like that? And this is for A. This is A down here. No, if you can, okay. I was just about to say, if you can tell me where I put my glasses, then that would be a good idea. And as you can see, okay, that goes in just like that. I'm not sure if it is supposed to go from the inside or from the outside, but it looks like from the inside. Now we know what, for what they use. Just sticky there. Okay. Well, it looks like I have everything done. And this one goes. Yeah, there's the notch. Take this back off. And get all this back on. Oh man, that needs a redesigning. The cap that is sitting right here on top, that needs a redesigning. That is not correct. Okay. Well, let me switch over to the camera. As you can see, let me zoom in a little bit here. Oh. There we. Huh? Logitech camera storing controls are not the best, but anyway, there it is. The Wanhao Duplicator D9 Mark I. And my back is killing me. Oh man. But yeah. Let me check something out here. How far back will that go? That'll go that far? Okay. That is more than enough. Where are the feet in? The feet are there. Okay. Everything good. Now the only thing I have to do is just trim the gantry complete up to the top, and then I can tighten up the two screws that are on the top. Then the next thing to do is tighten these then up. Yeah, I need to take a break. Oh. Need to take a break, take some medication. And just see what's going on with my back. But I will be back shortly. Bye for now. Hi, so after a short break, I tightened up the bolts for the Y gantry here in the back. And also, one important thing, I also checked to see what the voltage setting is. But to find this switch, oh man, the switch is down here behind the frame. There's a cutting in the frame, then you have to look through the frame, and then you can see, okay, is it set to 110 or 220? Thank heavens mine is already set to 220. But yeah, the next video will come tomorrow. I will do some test prints, check out this auto bed leveling, or maybe I'll do this live later tonight, I'm not sure. But until then, take care and happy printing.